Welcome back, welcome back. Take it, Ann. I'll take it.
Darrell Whorton is here. You are very involved with it. You're president of the theater company and involved with the Ozark Arts Council and all that goes on there. And there's an upcoming production. What?
Dial M for Murder.
Which you happen to be in as well.
Which I happen to be in.
Okay, tell us about it.
Isn't that a conflict of interest?
It's not
Did you cast yourself? Are you the director too?
No, Ann Graffey and her son Jonathan Clark are directors. They're co-directing this together. First time I've got to work with them, and it's been interesting.
Okay, so tell us about it.
Well, it's a Alfred Hitchcock. Actually, it was a movie, Alfred Hitchcock, Dial M for Murder. It's set back in probably the late 40s, early 50s. I'm playing the husband, Tony. Jules Stefanski is my wife. She's a younger wife, and she has... I guess Tony is a tennis player, and he travels and is gone all the time, really wrapped up in what he does, and so she has found other interest while he was gone. And so he has found out about it, and he...
Other interests?
Other interests.
Tinker Toys and
yes.
those kind of things.
Yes, Cameron Carlton is playing the younger
Toy?
love.
Is he the Tinker Toy?
He's the Tinker Toy. And so Tony comes up with the plan to have his wife murdered.
Oh,
and
bad boy.
It's really interesting because even though Tony is kind of set as the bad guy, the story I think is so well written, you really don't blame Tony for doing it. He kind of ends up being, I mean, after all, his wife's having an affair. And so I love the way the
Justification.
Justification. It has absolutely been fun to work on this.
Now, this is a dinner theater?
Dinner theater will be held at 12 Oaks. It's June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. It'll start at 7 o'clock. I think what we're planning on doing is having dinner actually outside on the deck, and then come back in, probably have the first half of the play, then we'll go back out for dessert, and then come back in for the finish of the play.
So, it's limited seating?
Very limited seating. It's probably around 50 people per night. And from everything that I've ever seen with dinner theaters, we always sell out.
Now, you know, I've been to some dinner theaters, and when you have a play, you're right there. You are right there with the audience.
This has been probably the biggest challenge for me as an actor, is that I've got someone almost as close as you watching, and so normally when you're on stage, you know, it's big voices and a lot of big actions, but now all of a sudden it's a lot of facial expressions, you know, which
like in the movies, because
it's more like doing a movie because they're right there. So
you don't
facial
have to
expressions,
yourself.
yes, and facial expressions are very important.
Wow.
So,
now you're using this more than just one room. So is that right?
No, it's actually the whole set is supposedly Tony and Margot's living room.
Okay.
Oh,
and of course 12 Oaks lends itself perfectly to what we're doing.
For that era too.
For that era, and so it works out really good. Ticket prices are $30. And really all you've got to do, if you want to come, just call the OAC
office.
With
the dinner too?
That's with the dinner. And you know, I tell people all the time, I said, go out of town, go to a dinner theater, go to a play. You know, our prices are so reasonable with the OAC events. But, you know, for a full-length play and a wonderful dinner, if you've ever been to any of the OAC events, anything out at 12 Oaks, dinner's always just over the top. It's always good.
You know, I was talking with someone the other day, and we were talking about the OAC, and they made a comment that I really had not thought of, that the OAC brings more events, more activities week after week after week throughout the year. You know, if we didn't have that, there would be a lot of going out of town, because
certainly.
And you know, there's a lot of high class, high quality acting, and the productions are right here.
Yes.
And if you've never been to one, which I was one of those people a couple years ago, I just didn't go. I don't know why, I just didn't go. But then when she sucked me into this thing, and because she was in, and she asked me to come watch the play and everything, and I did, and I said, this is pretty good.
It
you know,
is.
so don't limit yourself to one-dimensional thinking. You know, get out there and enjoy what's right here in Harrison.
This is a wonderful way to support the OAC and the theater company by attending, and like you said, the price is minimal compared.
Go to a theatrical production in Springfield. You won't buy anything for under $20 for just a show. It just won't happen,
Yeah.
and that's low end. And again, although this is held at 12 Oaks, this is a fundraiser. Goes back into the OAC to keeping that wonderful theater open and alive. And one thing you said there, I find most of the time, if you can get someone to come to one of our productions, be it a musical or a dinner theater or just a comedy, if you can get them there one time,
They come back.
they
don't
come back.
Yeah,
So-
this is a perfect way to start a dinner theater. The first one I went to, I had an awesome time. Just you're just so close to everybody. You just want to say something, and you
But
probably
don't.
shouldn't.
But don't.
Exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, that's coming up June.
1st, 2nd, 3rd. That's a Friday, a Saturday, and a Sunday night.
Okay, so
all the
how
same
can people
prices.
get tickets?
By calling the OAC office, 391
3504.
3504. I never call down there. I'm
Yeah.
there, but I never call.
Right.
Thanks,
Okay.
Darrell.
All right.
Good luck,
Appreciate you
sir.
having
Yeah,
us.
you bet.
Good luck with the production.
We're going to take a break, and when we come back, I sat down with Jack Moyer a couple days ago, and if everyone knows about the situation at the Seville Hotel, you'll know that there's proceedings to see what the future of the Seville is, and we sat down and talked with Jack all about that. We'll do that interview in just a couple minutes. Stay with us.